The mind of Asia. The mind of Asia Owens, bro. It's crazy. So let me tell you something, bro. I've been sitting here contemplating, and there are some things that I'm growing out of. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things I'm growing out of. And I'm just sitting here correlating. I'm just sitting here correlating like the soul and like your physical body. It's like you could have a thought in the 5D, which is your imagination. And the soul is that grandness. You feel what I'm saying? The soul knows itself to be grand, you know, everybody's soul. If you really, if you in tune with that type of shit. So it's like you could think something and it could happen in real life. Like I be saying, you could think, you know, I'm a build like just, let's just say you really into like cartoons and shit, and like look, perfect example, Hercules. There's like this the cartoon Hercules. There's there's this part where they show like the mansion of where uh the dad lived. I guess it's Zeus or whatever the name is, and it's like a courtyard, and you feel me? It's like all made into like it's tight, like it's a big ass house, like a state, like you feel me? And they live in large. It's a house like that. It's a built house like that. You feel what I'm saying? Where they got the courtyard and all of that. That's what I'm saying. Like, you could have something in your mind and it could be for real. But your soul has already experienced the grandness. The physical body has to, it's not equate. But the physical body is trying to, oh, what's the word I want to use? The physical body is trying to make sense of this imagination and do it to the best of the ability as it's seen. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the body does not know the feeling, if you get that drift. The soul knows the feeling, happiness, joy, and all of that. The body has to experience something to feel those things. You feel what I'm saying? Unless you just awesome and you can just sit there and be like, I'm feeling happy. You feel what I'm saying? Just grab it out of nowhere, you feel? But it's like the the soul is always feeling love, and the body feels different emotions. It's like the feeling of the body is different from the feeling of the soul. The feeling of the soul being internal, it's like you know that this is a good feeling or a bad feeling, and you can make moves based off of if you're gonna listen to the feeling. Your body feeling something, it's like let me think of a way I could put this. Your body feeling something is like a temporary thing. When you get the chills off of something, your soul felt it. You feel what I'm saying? It's like your body is just showing what the soul feeling is. Like, I don't, I don't, I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm making sense to me for sure. But, like, let's just say if you go and touch something, it's not gonna give you like a feeling of I don't know, like the soul feeling does something that if you haven't experienced it, you will never know what the fuck I'm talking about. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know how to explain this, but it's so pure because you can differentiate these things. So when you go out into the world and you use your soul feeling, you can automatically see, you aware of people and what they do, what they, all they tendencies just by looking at how they move. You feel what I'm saying? But the body, the eyes, these eyes, they can't see through things if you are just, looking regular. You feel what I'm saying? It's so crucial to explain. I could just hear, I'm just listening to myself. It's like, nigga, what the fuck is you talking about? Because that shit, none of that shit sounds, it don't sound. You feel what I But I know what I'm talking about for real. Because I'll be experiencing all the, I'll be experiencing it on a daily basis. Like, before I got on this motherfucker, I was talking up some good shit. Now, it's like, I don't know about getting on the fucking video no more, bro. Because, I don't know. Like, look at, I'm going in different directions with this shit, and I need to be able to really, like, grasp the words to speak it. Because I want to be able to let it appeal to the people. You feel what I'm saying? The people gotta understand. I understand. I know what the hell I'm talking about. But if you don't understand, it's just pointless if I'm posting this. You feel me? But I just feel like there's so many greater things that we can do, and people downplay the imagination. You feel me? When that's where everything starts. If you, if if you really think about it, like it all weaves together. The soul truly knows what and who it wants to be. Like the soul knows that it's grand. The soul knows that it's love. The soul knows that it's happiness, joy, all these feelings, you know? And the soul knows that it can choose, but it only chooses one. It only chooses love. You feel what I'm saying? The body chooses different emotions because of everything that it goes through. You know what I'm saying? And so when you have parents that tell you certain things, you start to believe it. And what you believe is true. What you believe is always going to be true. When people outside of you start to tell you things, you start to believe it. That's why it's important as a kid, because kids don't have this. I don't. Well, what if people don't like it? They don't have that shit. You feel what I'm saying? They do. They free. They be free, and they pure love. Until somebody comes up to them, like, why are you doing? Like making them feel some type of way, making them hide themselves, making them think that what they're doing is wrong. You feel what I'm saying? That can taint a child, and that's why so many fucked up ass adults, because people told them things that fucked them up mentally, did things to them that fucked them up mentally. Like, it's a crucial thing, and it happens just in this world. So you get lost, you get detached from the soul, because you too engulfed in this, in the physical body. And of course we need to breathe and shit. You feel me? Like these is little simple shits. We breathe through our body. We, experience things with our bodies that we couldn't experience if we was just spirits. You feel what I'm saying? And so that's the cool thing about it, is that being, knowing who you are solely, SOULY, you are able to unlock what you can become physically. Because if you have such a grandiose mind about things and you try and figure out how to do it physically, you mastered life. To me, you feel what I'm saying? If you figure out your purpose, and if you figure out what you want to achieve in this world, because I feel like that's what we're here to do. It's just go figure out what you want to do. The purpose is it's embedded in you. You feel what I'm saying? But just explore what I've given you, and just don't get too attached to shit. Enjoy everything and be loving it. You feel what I'm saying? And change the fucking trajectory of this bitch. Cause niggas is just, they wildin'. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody's forgetting. And it's getting deeper. Like, it's getting more information is coming out through social media. So people is just kind of like in this state of, well, what am I supposed to believe now? And it's a crazy thing, because if you don't have your mind, you're lost. You lost. I'm telling you. You're gonna listen to everybody for every point of your life, and you're just gonna be like, well, I don't know what to do on my own, and these people seem like they got a good plan, so let me just follow them and see where they take me. Life has done that to me. You feel what I'm saying? Life has taken me in a direction that people were going, that I wasn't supposed to be going in. And it's like, underlyingly, you know it. Deep down inside, you know that you're not supposed to be going this way. You feel what I'm saying? And it gets tough. Nobody wants to be alone. Nobody wants to feel that. I've had to, man, I've had to feel the depth of alone, bro. And then when you find the depths of alone, when you can't go down no more, you find that you're looking up. You find yourself looking upwards and trying to figure out ways. It's like, there's a master that said, sometimes you gotta pour the cup out that's full of the tea, because the tea is old, and you have to fill it with some new tea. And it's like, all your old baggage, all the things you used to love, all the things you used to care about, all the things, like, and it's not reciprocating the same energy as you. You feel me? You have to let it go. Or the fucking, you feel me? You looking at the tea with the mold in it, and you just like, maybe if I just move the mold out the way and just sip over here, the shit won't affect me. But it is. The whole cup of tea is tainted. You feel what I'm saying? Now you have to fucking pour it out. Now you have to get new tea. You feel what I'm saying? And sometimes you don't know where you're going to get the new tea from. You don't even know. Sometimes you don't even know if the tea is going to fucking help you. Sometimes you got to try different teas. You feel me? Sometimes you might not even want hot tea. Sometimes you might want that bitch cold. You feel me? You might want iced tea. So it's like, you gotta be ready to empty a full glass, or know what to do with the overflowing glass. Because listen to me, when you have the ability to continue to release, to continue to pour out the tea, release the issues, release the problems, release people, release situations. When you continue to have that ability, you are able to continue to refill as many times as you want. And soon enough, you're going to be pouring, and the shit going to be overdoing itself. You feel what I'm saying? And it's not because you're not paying attention. It's because you have more than you know. You have more than you think you do. You feel me? So it's like, make sure that what you're doing in your life is catered to you. And if it isn't, you following someone. I'm always be following God for sure, but I'm never gonna follow man. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I don't give a fuck what you think. I don't give a fuck what nobody thinks. I'm pretty sure that's apparent by now. But I'm not listening to people no more. There are some things that you come across that, you know, my soul is attentive to constructive criticism because every day I'm trying to grow. I ain't trying to do nothing else but that. You feel what I'm saying? But for someone to tell you not to do something because their imagination is not as high as yours, or their imagination does not see as far as that, they're they're attached to the 3D. You feel what I'm saying? I can't be listening to none of that. Where am I go if I listen to that? You feel what I'm saying? Somebody I know is building one of their dream homes. Something they've dreamed up. Come on now. I just said the Hercules shit, that shit is built somewhere. Somebody I know. It's a dangerous thing for somebody I know to be building their dream home. 5D. I wanted this. Imagination. You can't tell me it's not fucking possible. Like, I don't care when I get there. You feel what I'm saying? I can build my dream home. If that thought is possible, because I have heard it and am seeing it, witnessing it. You can't tell me shit. You can't tell me that's too far off. Ain't nobody gonna be able to do that. You may not be able to do it, but God said something else for me. It's like there's no limits. There's no limits above what we place upon ourselves. You feel what I'm saying? And it's crucial because it's real. Whatever you say you cannot do, you cannot do. If you say you can't run a lap, you ain't gonna fucking run a lap. And it gets as simple as that. If you say you can't do no math problems, you hate math, you can't do it, you gonna fuck your money up. If you don't got the sense to sit down and learn something, be knowledgeable about something, you're limiting yourself to what you believe. And you're going to always experience that. Always. It's never going to leave you till you leave it alone. Till you be like, I don't want this thought no more, man. It's putting a hindrance on me. Till you be like that, the thought is going to be like, hey, man. So today, we're going to do the same thing. But we're going to do it in a more better way. And the same thing doesn't get prettier. It just gets older. It gets played the fuck out. You feel what I'm saying? I look at my life in a different way because sometimes I do see society's play of things. I see that society wants life to look a certain way. And it's like you gotta stay focused on what you really want, because if you don't, you're gonna lose direction. You're gonna start following the people that want these little things that don't mean shit. Houses and cars and fucking jewelry and shit. It's cool, but excessively, it's gonna hurt you. And I'm turning my talks more outwardly. You know what I'm saying? I know what I know. And I only speak about these things because I've been through it in different ways, in different situations. And it's not to be like, oh, I know more or I'm doing better. It's nothing like that. I made choices in my life to make my life this way. And the same choices people can make. It's just sacrifices. And it's so crucial because in conversations with God, in communion with God, It says that I don't know what I was going to say. I don't know what I was going to say. But man, God is doing some real things, man. And it's just making me feel like, you know, slow down. Cause there's a lot of things that's about to start happening. And it's like you need your mind right. You need to be able to settle into these things and implement them. I need you to do something for me right now. And it has to do, it's bigger than you. You can't be afraid. You can't be sitting back like, what if? Because it's not for you. It's not for you. It's for the people. You feel what I'm saying? And it's so crucial. That's the dichotomy, is that we all one. But the oneness comes from you dealing with self first. And then, because you can see what's happening, you can relate. And you can help people in that way. You feel what I'm saying? It's one thing to change, but it's another thing to keep continuing to change and evolve and bring people with you. You feel what I'm saying? If I could touch the soul of someone, I've fulfilled my duty. Duty. I fulfilled my mission, my purpose. If I could help one, I could help them all. You feel what I'm saying? And being that we're all one, if one person does it, it trickles to the community. I'm telling you, one person doing it to another person, and that person feeling like, damn, I kind of fuck with that. Like I never thought about it in that way. And they continue their life in their own way, implementing these things that they know. It's like a game of telephone, except the fucking message don't get lost in between. It's fucking a clear message all the way through, and everybody understands it. You feel what I'm saying? It's it's crucial. And right now is a time of everybody gonna start. It's a division for sure, but everybody gonna start getting to a point where it's like, it's noticeable that you have to get away from something. It's noticeable that you have to go towards something. It's getting to that point. All the people that are on a certain wave, that are on a certain frequency, are going to start meeting up. They're going to start getting in tune with each other because our souls are calling. You feel what I'm saying? That's is crucial. It gets down to the minute detail where niggas is like, damn, I want this and I want this and that. And then the nigga moves to another state. And all of just next thing you know, they happen to meet the person that can help them out with this, and this. You feel what I'm saying? It's a crucial thing how the world works. Very, very crucial. And it's all intertwined. It's all interweaved. Like it's crucial as a kid. Like you have this connection with your soul as a kid where you don't care about the opinions of others. You don't need the validation of others. You want that for sure because you're a kid and people naturally give it to you. But it's like your soul gets cut off when you are constantly, damn, what's the word? When you are constantly, it's not the word, but when you are constantly in front of chaos, and you have to learn how to maneuver yourself from this chaos. You have to learn how to protect yourself from this chaos. You lose your balance with your intuition. So when you see someone that comes to you with the different with the same demeanor as someone, then you push it away because you seen that before. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why it's so crazy, because you can experience different things from different people in different ways. And to have your discernment, to have your soul, to know that these things can happen, because we men. We man. Not men, but man. Excuse me. We man. And man is capable of good and evil. You feel me? If you don't put that here, you never go you never gonna get in the world. You feel what I'm saying? Like, until you accept that man is both good and evil, and that these things are gonna happen, you wouldn't have no emotions about this shit, because you know that this has nothing to do with you. It's a personal thing. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. One person don't like this sort of people, and so, you feel me, that can't fuck with your mind. And you have to be comfortable to go out in the world and experience all these types of good and evils, and know how to maneuver them. I don't listen to me. I don't listen to people. You feel what I'm saying? Especially if they ain't talking about nothing. This happened it had to happen in my family first, though. You feel me? I had to see this from them first, in order to know that the world ain't so far off. It ain't so far off. My mom used to be like, my mom used to tell me, like, I'm just getting you ready for the world. You feel what I'm saying? And now I'm ready for the world. You feel what I'm saying? I'm ready. And it's like, there's nothing nobody could tell me or do to me that is gonna make me look outside of myself, like, oh, and cower and shit. You feel me? No. Why? For who? I ain't cowering to myself. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if I see us as all one, what I do to you is done to me. So if I'm not tripping about a lot of things in my life, I ain't gonna trip about nobody else's life. I don't have nothing to trip about. My shoes well tied in this bitch. You feel what I'm saying? And I see that a lot of people just get into this emotional mode. They're just so, like, they just think everything is just happening to them. Like, it's a selfish thing. And people like to call people that stay to themselves selfish. It's just backwards. You feel what I'm saying? People like to call, I know what self-centered is. I know a nigga that's self-centered when I see them. You feel what I'm saying? So for someone to try and call me that, it's like, do you know what that is? Like, people don't know what things are for real. You know what I'm saying? They just following what they see. They just following what they think it is. Nobody knew what the hell a narcissist was before niggas started beaming that shit. You feel what I'm saying? And now narcissist is getting fucked up. The word narcissist is getting fucked up. Niggas that ain't even narcissists is getting called narcissists. You feel what I'm saying? But it's levels to that. For real. It's really levels to that, because we all got narcissism in us. We all got narcissism in us. Even kids manipulate their parents by saying, can I have a certain thing? And crying if they don't get it. It's within us. It's the more that you aid this thing. It's the more that you feed this thing that is going to be a detriment to you. It's the more that you have enablers around you that don't say nothing to you when you do certain shit, that you gonna be a detriment to yourself. And they aiding in that detriment. They don't feel like it, because, you know, what can you say to a person that don't want to hear shit? You can't. That's why I be walking away from niggas. You know what I'm saying? You think you the best? You think you the highest? Go on and think that. I'll be over here. I don't got time for people, man. I'ma just be real about that. And I ain't got time for slow people. I don't got time for ignorance. I be saying that. And I be living that for real. So I love y'all, man.